I want to take just a few minutes of your time to share a little bit of an overview of Google Cloud and then talk about what we've been doing with Aerospike. A really exciting time to be innovating together for our customers, and hopefully I'll give you a glimpse of that. My name is Nirav Mehta. I run infrastructure solutions product management at Google Cloud and work pretty closely with Aerospike product leaders. So let's get right to it. For those of you who may not be fully up to speed, Google Cloud is now a full spectrum hyperscaler for many years. We have 4 pillars of solutions. One is the data cloud, where we have databases and data analytics and partners like Aerospike all coming together to offer modern data services for cloud first and enterprise customers. We also have infrastructure cloud, which allows us to really capture all the workloads on premises, as well as help build cloud first applications and really put them on a path to modernization. I'll talk about that in a few minutes. Beyond that, we also have Google Workspace, which is our collaboration cloud and really about bringing people together in this type of way with Google Meet and many other collaboration applications. And lastly, we have the security cloud, which is all about cloud native security, delivering highly integrated security products, but also stood an expertise, for example, the Mandiant consulting services. Today, I mainly wanted to focus on infrastructure cloud because this is where Aerospike and Google Cloud have partnered to really provide best of both worlds. Let's talk about what is driving our innovation in this space first, starting with customers and what is really ahead for them. The trends that we see very prominently in the market first, in terms of the opportunity, it's just unprecedented. The opportunity to use data and AI to drive innovation in supply chains, in human resources, in all aspects of the business. And there's a real urgency for doing that now. Second, we have a lot of companies, traditional enterprises, as well as cloud-first companies, all looking to build modern applications that scale globally, that have very high degrees of resilience and security. So that's goal number 2. And third, ensuring that all the existing legacy applications continue to thrive. They're not going away and they serve a very good purpose. Making sure we address all of these 3. And the backdrop of all these opportunities and challenges is that CIOs are trying to do this while trying to maintain reliability at scale, fortify security further, in the face of a continuous attack kind of a landscape, reduce operational burden above all, because it's a bigger challenge to hire and retain skilled staff to manage infrastructure. And lastly, but not least at all, is to improve sustainability. And this has become a board-level discussion where the cloud vendor can have a big impact on helping our customers maintain and improve sustainability. However, the headwinds have been strong in the hardware space. If you follow that space, you see the gains that we were seeing from Moore's Law have started to slow down. And the costs have been going up. Performance is, of course, going up, and you continue to see innovation there, but costs have not quite trended in the same way they have for the last 10 years. You start to see this for CPU, for DRAM, for disks. And so when we put all this together, you really need a very different approach to infrastructure and one that allows us to really inherently address each of these trends. So how Google Cloud is approaching infrastructure is, first, we are a workload optimized platform. And you will see this in how we work with Aerospike. We treat each major workload as an outside-in problem so that our roadmaps reflect what those workloads need. We benchmark with our partners, we benchmark within our own labs and with our partners to ensure we deliver the right price performance, the right reliability. And in the workloads, there are 3 major categories. AI ML workloads. This is all about training and inference with both GPUs and Google's TPUs. Modern infrastructure workloads, here primarily it's about container orchestration, but also serverless. And lastly, enterprise workloads. This could be SAP, could be an enterprise database that comes to Google Cloud and it has to scale and perform, etc. So these are workloads that we are very focused on in driving deep engineering, platform engineering to ensure we deliver the right advantages. Beyond this, we are doing a variety of things within our platform to ensure reliability, security, cost optimization, sustainability. And perhaps most important, simplicity is at the real center of product design and our product operations. Because if a lot of this functionality comes at the expense of the customer's operational burden, that would not be scalable or sustainable. How we are doing this at the very bottom of our stack with our hardware platforms and software is a deep history of custom silicon. You're taking principles of Google applications and how they have scaled for many years to billions of users and applying that to cloud infrastructure. Just quickly, I wanted to also highlight that many of our customers come to use our infrastructure and to use a wide variety of ecosystem products, including Aerospike, but they also come to us to really do AI in a way that is globally scalable, responsible. And in this area, we have tremendous experience with our own applications that use AI extensively. But we have a deep body of research, whether it is transformers or Lambda. Each of these areas, they've had long experience at Google of not only building foundational models and research, but also contributing it to open source. So for example, TensorFlow, JAX, and a variety of other open source areas that we've originated, we contribute very heavily to. And lastly, in the area of AI/ML specifically, we have built some of the largest scale machine learning infrastructure. And this includes GPUs and TPUs. And not only are they highly scalable, but we run them with very efficient hardware. For example, we have optical sensors and optical switches within our hardware that allow us to be extremely energy efficient. And these ML infrastructure systems run on 90% carbon-free energy. So this hopefully gives you a sense of the entire landscape of Google Cloud infrastructure, the fact that we have now spanned the gamut of enterprise, cloud-first workloads, AI workloads. Now, let me get to our journey with Aerospike, which I particularly have had the pleasure of watching very closely. One of the things I have seen is Google Cloud has attracted a lot of innovative companies, cloud-first companies that have scaled from almost nothing to billions of users, to global deployments. And one of the patterns that was very obvious to me was often they had an underpinning of Aerospike's data products. And I started to pay attention to that. And really, it became clear that cloud-first companies are showing the way of how to achieve great TCO with Aerospike, great latency and performance. They started in 2019. Shortly after that, Aerospike started to build plans and eventually in 2022 delivered a managed service on Google Cloud. And then just a few months ago, Aerospike put up Marketplace, Google Cloud Marketplace offering where you can download Aerospike products, bring your own license with. So all of this has led to today where we now have very broad adoption of Aerospike on Google Cloud infrastructure. And what I've noticed is cloud-first companies have shown the way and traditional enterprises are starting to take notice and starting to also really ask about Aerospike and then start to use it. So very fortunate that we have this partnership, but it's not just incidental. We have been working at it for years to ensure that the hardware platform is workload optimized for Aerospike. Specifically, we did months of joint analysis and also enhancements to deliver improvements to our local SSD sync KPIs and throughput KPIs. Another thing we did is look at very specific customers and augment our roadmap for virtual machines to ensure we have the right density. For example, we have high density Google Cloud instances that were very heavily influenced by Aerospike and some more in our roadmap that are driven by Aerospike's needs and the customer's needs. This is just the start. We continue to treat Aerospike as a premier partner with whom we have joint labs, joint analysis, joint roadmaps. And I'm very excited to continue innovating for you all and for our customers. Thank you for this opportunity. I hope you enjoy the rest of your conference and looking forward to working with many of you in the future. Thank you.